Hello, Austin! Thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. We're going to put on a great show for you. But before we get started, we've got two things to tell you. First of all, we're not actually a rock band. Unfortunately, we are just an app-making machine. And secondly, I'm not actually British. We just wanted to mention. My name is Nicole Rainey, and I'm a journalism student.
I'm Lynette Perkins. I'm a CS student.
I'm Michelle Chu, and I'm a journalism student.
I'm Carlos Morales. I'm a journalism graduate student.
And I'm Adam Menz, and I'm a CS student.
And together, we are Team Awesome Sauce. We're the brains behind Pxljam. And I know many of you are wondering, well, if you're not a real band, then what are you? And Pxljam is a 360-degree concert experience. It connects the fans and the bands. It is essentially your backstage pass in the palm of your hand. And the video, right? And so what we have up here for you is our promo video that we put together. And so it'll give you kind of a brief introduction into what the app is all about. And but it won't be all that we're going to tell you. We'll continue that process and we'll outline it all. So here's the video.
Okay, I got it. Do I hit play here?
Yes. It's a hover over.
I got you. Hang on, guys.
So that was our promo video. Before we explain a little bit more about what exactly the app does, we're going to tell you how we got to that point. And taking over next are going to be Adam and Lynette, the programming geniuses behind Pxljam. And the joke behind this was that we were making a list of all the mistakes that we had made throughout the process. We were like, Adam and Lynette, what mistakes did y'all make? And they straight up said, we don't make mistakes. So they're going to give you a flawless presentation of Pxljam can do.
I'm Lynette, and Adam and I worked together. Anyway, Adam and I worked together. We actually had no prior iOS experience, and we had a great time working with each other, I think. And one of the things that's, in order to start with the product, we started kind of thinking about ideas of what we wanted to do. And we thought, okay, what about a crowdsourcing breaking news photo app? And that kind of came back. We got feedback from that, and it was a little too general. So we started thinking about, well, what is it that we all really enjoy? And we all kind of came up with the same idea, and that's live music. So what better place to start a crowdsourcing, music photo app than Austin, Texas? So this is actually our initial design, day one, of what we wanted the app to look like. And from this, we went to lo-fi mock-up. So from here, Adam's going to talk a little bit about what we did from a programming perspective.
So now that we had that wireframe on the whiteboard, we wanted to have users actually use the application, so we knew the idea made sense to them and the architecture for the application made sense to them. So we made these paper prototypes and did some usability testing with people, and we found out some architectural issues that we could improve on, kind of how the app was laid out. So then we took those changes and implemented them into a second round of prototyping. And then at this point, that's when we really started coding. And then we didn't want to just stop the design process there. So we did another round of usability testing with these and found new things to add. So then we implemented that into the code as well. And so then we coded for quite a while, and we eventually came up with this. This is our final current design. And before this, we did yet another round of usability testing where we found some minor issues that really put the final touches on the application. So our main goal, or one of our big goals with this product, was to make an app that was very well designed, and well designed both visually and in terms of interaction. So we wanted to get to the product to the users as early as and often as possible, so we could make the product very well designed and get lots of feedback. So now that you've heard a little bit about the product, Carlos, Michelle, and Nicole are going to talk about a bit about the journalism and social media side of that.
So, yeah, so as the journalism students doing the marketing and the engagement, we did run into a couple of challenges, but I mean, as we learned from our mistakes and went from there. So,
Again, another mistake.
another mistake. Well, as you know, obviously the app itself is a huge part of Pxljam, but another huge aspect of our project that Nicole, Carlos, and I got to work on was the engagement with the audience, and we thought that was a crucial aspect of our app. And so, even from the start, before we had any solid product, we tried to reach out to anyone and everyone that was interested or even would listen to us. As you can see on Twitter, we kind of exploited the expansive powers of Twitter, just reaching out and spreading our eggs far and wide to people in the tech community, people in Austin, like key players at the university, just to get our name out from the very start. And we also reached out to Facebook, to a lot of our close networks and our classmates over there. Thank you for putting up with all the weirdness that we always post. And we went from that core group of people and really were able to broaden our fan base from there. And I think, like I said before, Pxljam is not just an app, it's really a brand like image that encapsulates it. I think I can speak for the whole group when I say that our group dynamic and quirkiness, as quickly prefaced, really worked to our advantage when we were leveraging social media, whether it was posting pictures of our fake folk band called No Shoes, or whether it was pictures of us preparing for the demo day, ironing our t-shirts. Everyone seemed really interested in that. So yeah, we all agreed yesterday while we were working on this that this is the most interesting and unusually cohesive group of people we've worked with. And it's been so much fun going through the process with the team. And going off of that, one of our most popular initiatives has been the behind the scenes album on our Facebook. And y'all should all go look at it. And there's a preview of some of our No Shoes band promotions. That's not a real band. Yeah, my mom called me the other week and was like, "Did you join a folk band?" Because I just bought a banjo, and I was just like, "No, Mom, I'm making an app," and then she got really confused with that too. That's a whole other story. But yeah, no, this definitely captures the spirit of our group and the spirit of our app, because we want this to be a model for artists that use our app in the future to post the cool behind-the-scenes pictures that fans really want to see. So yeah, this is kind of our example and our encouragement for our app, for the goal of our app to become the bridge between the bands and the fans. So Carlos will talk a little bit more about the more specific initiatives that we did for engagement.
Okay, got that one right. So a part of what we're doing, because we did have only a couple months to build the app and it wasn't going to be available right away, but we wanted to maintain that engagement with the people with our followers on Twitter, people that liked it on Facebook. And so part of the way we did that was we had several contests, and that's how we reached out to them to kind of keep that engagement going. So our first one was a photo contest. Shout out to Gina, she won. It's a great photo, by the way. And so that's how we promoted that first. And then we had a second contest to kind of try to gain some more followers on Facebook. And it was to see who would be our 111th like. Why we came up with that number, we're not quite sure, but we finally got there. And then some. So both contests worked out well, and they just really helped us maintain that engagement with our followers while they weren't able to see the app. And hopefully they'll see it soon. And so the next, when we weren't busy on Facebook or Twitter, one of our other means of communication with our audience was WordPress, pxljam.wordpress.com. And so what WordPress became for us really essentially became a catalog of our entire process so far. So if you go there, you can see Pxljam from day one when we first thought of the news breaking app. And then we have top 10 blunders, and we have all our designs from the first one until the latest one. So it's really telling of the journey that Pxljam has taken from design, from our first photo camera one to the latest one. And it really takes you from day one and today, right here where we are now. And so I know you're wondering, where are you right now? And we are about to do a live demo. So that is going to be with Lynette and Adam.
Okay, so when you first open the app, you come to this stream page, which is a collection of new pictures of popular artists that people have taken. So you can just scroll through these pictures and see recent pictures that have been uploaded to Pxljam. So we kind of want to give you a feel of how the app would be used. So we want the app not to just be fans taking pictures of artists, but also for artists taking pictures of fans and uploading it. So Vanessa's going to take a picture of you guys, and then she can enter in the artist information, which we are the No Shoes Band.
That was a mistake.
And we're at the Below Center, so that's the venue. And you can also add a caption. So then that will be uploading. While that's uploading, we'll show you some more features. So in the account, you can have followers and following, so you can see what shows your friends are going to, what bands they're seeing. And then now this picture should be ready. So there you can see that the picture we just took. And then in here, you can like it or comment on it. So Lynette's going to go comment on it right now. And then so all your friends can see the photos you're commenting on or start a conversation around a photo. Then the next feature is our search. So you can search for artists or venues. So you can see all the pictures that have been taken of an artist or all the pictures that have been taken at a certain venue. So there you see, we only have one picture of No Shoes in right now. Then probably the coolest feature is our map. So if we refresh that, you can see right there is the picture we just took here. And then, but we'll show you some more cool features if you go downtown. So you can zoom in, and then so these are clustered on top of venues. So then you can look into it. So then this is just the Mohawk and Antone's. You can look through all the pictures that were taken at that venue. That concludes our demo.
Is pretty user-based, because it really would be nothing without the users, just like bands would be nothing without the artists. But we're going to get a little bit into business time. So you've seen where Pxljam started and where Pxljam is today, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about where we see Pxljam going. And we would love for everybody to use this. Like anybody with a passion for music like us, even if you're not dancing like Ubers on the stage, we would really love to see like concert goers, bands, venues, everybody getting involved, sharing their photos and creating a community behind that, because there's a social aspect of Pxljam. But some of the ideas that we had for the future is the idea of like advertisements, so venues like Stubbs saying, could promote specials that they're having, shows that they have there, and they'd also have access to localized targeting because the people who are most likely to follow Stubbs are people who live in Austin. Then there's the idea of promotions, which are kind of like advertisements, but this would be more on the artist side of things. So artists who have user profiles would have options to be able to promote album releases and tours that they're going on or shows that they're having in certain cities. And you can kind of see there, we kind of mocked up what it would look like if a band was using the promotion aspects. And we also have tons of ideas for extra features. I mean, this is pretty crazy that Adam and Lynette were able to code this in like 2.5 months or something like that. So our time constraint was pretty tight, but we have ideas for extra features, like being able to like edit the photos and things like that. So you're probably wondering, I'm really excited, I want to download Pxljam. When can I download it? Very soon. As of yesterday, we successfully submitted Pxljam to the App Store. So now we're just waiting, we're praying to the Apple gods. The Apple gods will hear our prayers. If you try and go find out more about Pxljam, that top URL up there, pxljamapp.com, it's like an email subscription, so you just put in your email, and you'll get an email whenever Pxljam is ready to be downloaded in the App Store. Plus, we're pretty active on Twitter, Facebook, or WordPress. You can always email us at pxljam@gmail.com. Plus, if you want to go watch our fun no shoes fake band videos, we have those on YouTube if you go to the Pxljam channel. But yeah, we really appreciate the interaction, and it's a lot of fun. Even my mom stalks us on Facebook, which is saying something. So it's definitely worth the check out. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up our presentation. So if anybody has any questions or any feedback, we'd love to hear from y'all because, like I said, Pxljam is nothing out without the fans.